Well, good evening to all pro wrestling fans from all around the world of all shapes and sizes. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, I got a triple threat for you this evening. Not one, not two, but going to be doing three previews. Quite a lot to look forward to this weekend, alongside the start of the Best of the Super Juniors tournament, which be sure if you haven't yet to check out my previous preview video of that, as that tournament will be starting this coming Saturday. But there's even more to look forward to, because we got World Wonder Ring Stardom's New Blood number 21 to start off the weekend. We have New Japan Strong Resurgence as well, and WWE Backlash. That's right. Those three shows this weekend, and here I am going to preview all three. Triple threat? Let's do it. Okay, first off, we're going to start with Stardom New Blood 21. Now, just a FYI, unfortunately, I don't have any match graphics, but I do have the complete card, as they just posted on their main website that the complete card has been announced. So let's go right into it. So Stardom New Blood 21, which will be on Stardom's YouTube channel for free, so be sure you definitely check it out. It will be this Friday, May 9th. For those on the East Coast, it should be around 4:45 a.m. if you're willing to wake up that early. But it's going to be on their YouTube channel for free. It will take place at Shinkapa First Ring, a venue that I'm familiar with, that I got a chance to see a show at while I was in Japan. That was actually where I saw Prominence. So, small venue, not too big. It's pretty much a warehouse. But I liked it. I thought it was a very nice, intimate venue. But anyway, that's where Stardom New Blood 21 will take place. And we got 6 matches on the card, and quite an interesting roundup of talent on the card. So let's go right into it. First off, we got a singles match between two rookies that have done battle against each other. So we're going to see how this goes. If I remember correctly, the last time they faced each other, it was a time limit draw. We got Akira Kurogane from Mi Vida Loca taking on the unaffiliated Yuria Hime, although many may believe that she might be on her way to joining Stars. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, Akira Kurogane versus Yuria Hime. I am going to say Akira Kurogane picks up the victory in this one. I think with her getting recruited to a faction, I think I'm going to want to showcase her to be a little bit more of a threat when it comes to the rookies. So, I think this will go back and forth, but I think Akira Kurogane takes it. Alright, we got tag team action as well. We got Cosmic Angels of Aya Sakura and Sayaka Kurara. They will be teaming up to take on the team of Saran and Asuka Goda. Now, of course, Asuka Goda and Saran are in the Catch the Wave tournament currently, and as a matter of fact, Saran just recently signed to Pro Wrestling Wave. So she's found her new home. But they'll be setting foot in Stardom New Blood 21 for a tag team match. I've never seen Asuka Goda before, so I'm very curious to see what she can do. But yeah, this should be a good match. Saran, I'm very familiar with. I saw her a lot in Ice Ribbon, as well as seen her a few times in Diana as well. Anyways, gonna have to go with Cosmic Angels to pick up the victory. I feel like you gotta keep some momentum going for Sayaka Kurara, who will be getting her World of Stardom Championship opportunity very soon against Sai Kamatani, which I believe that is at Korakuen Hall, Stardom in Korakuen on May 11th, on Sunday. So, I feel like this is an opportunity to really keep Sayaka Kurara strong. And, of course, Aya Sakura, the current Sendai Girls Junior World Champion. So, I got to go with Cosmic Angels to win this one. All right, next up, we got another singles match. We got from Cosmic Angels, the Pineapple Girl, Yuna Mizumori, taking on from the Evolution promotion, Soy. Should be an interesting matchup. I've seen Soy a few times, but got to give this one to Unamon. I'm going Yuna Mizumori to pick up the victory, but it'll be a nice matchup to showcase their power. Soy is pretty much more of a power fighter. And, so is Yuna Mizumori, although she has proven that she can work the high-speed style as well. But got to go with Unamon for the win. All right. Next up, we got some trios action as Empress Nexus Venus will be in action. You got Rian and, of course, the Stardom New Blood tag champs of HANAKO and Waka Tsukiyama. And they'll be taking on the trio from Diana, made up of Himiko, Mizuki Kato, and Yuma Makoto. To be honest, being that Maika is going to be missing a lot of time, Zena is still out, and Mina Shirakawa's already left, these are the three. HANAKO, Rian, Waka Tsukiyama. These are the three right now that have to hold it together for Empress Nexus Venus. So, it would look pretty bad if they got beat by an outside promotion. So, I'm going to go Empress Nexus Venus picks up the victory. But, should be a tough match. Should be a tough match. And, yeah, should be really good. All right. We got more tag team action as we got God's Eye of Lady C and Ranna Yagami. They'll be teaming up to take on, this is an interesting combination. They're going to be taking on the team of Yuna Manase and Maika Ozaki. You know what? Call me crazy, but this could be matchup of the show. This could be match of the show. To be honest, I'm gonna have to go Yuna Manase and Maika Ozaki to pick up the victory. I don't know if I could really see Lady C and Ranna Yagami win this match. I mean, I could be wrong, but as the Vancombe lady would say. Yeah, I gotta go with Yuna Manase and Maika Ozaki. I just think they're a little stronger of a team. And then last, which I believe will probably be the main event. I'm guessing will be the main event. We got trios action. More God's Eye. It's Hina, Tomoka Inaba, and Nanami Haitano. Of course, you know, Nanami from Diana, who's still part of God's Eye. They will be taking on H.A.T.E, made up of Rina, Azusa Inaba, and Fukigen Death. To be honest, this could go either way. But I'm going to have to give the advantage to H.A.T.E. I'm going to have to give the advantage to H.A.T.E. So yeah, I'm going to go with H.A.T.E. But I will be rooting for God's Eye, of course. This is really interesting because Azusa Inaba and Tomoka Inaba will be facing each other at Takataichi Mania 4 tomorrow for the JTO Girls Championship. So, really been seeing the sisters go at it quite a bit. They actually went at it in a tag team competition just the other day. For a Stardom show. Of course, that was in Fukuoka. So, that was pretty action-packed. It was Azusa Inaba and Waka taking on Karate Brave of Tomoka Inaba and Shuri. Great match. So, yeah, the Inaba sisters been very busy lately, especially on opposing sides. So, we'll see how that goes. But that is your card for Stardom New Blood 21. Pretty interesting card. Like I said, going to get 6 matches. So, yeah. You know, we got talent from Stardom, Diana, Evolution, Pro Wrestling Wave. I like it. I like it. So, we'll see how it goes. But should be a good show. And like I said, free on YouTube. So, jump on it. Okay. Let's see. Next up, let's switch gears to New Japan Strong's Resurgence 2025. So Resurgence will be on Friday, May 9th at 10 p.m. at the Toyota Arena in Ontario, California. And let's see. Let me get my graphics out. But yeah, Toyota Arena in Ontario, California. And we got let's see, we got 8 matches. 8 matches for Resurgence. So let me go ahead and... Okay, there are my graphics. Alright, let's jump right into it. Now, it looks like there is going to be just one pre-show match, which is this. Unless they put the second one as a pre-show match. But we got a strong Survivor match between Alan Breeze and CJ Tino. Now, CJ Tino, of course, recently had a strong Survivor match. I believe it was against Zane J. And while Zane J won, he declared that he'd be moving to Japan. So therefore, he would not be continuing the strong Survivor matches. So now we have this. A fresh, strong Survivor match between CJ Tino and Alan Breeze. Not familiar with Alan Breeze, but I'm going to go ahead and say CJ Tino picks up the victory. I think he'll take it. But very curious to see what Alan Breeze can do. So, be keeping an eye on him. But CJ Tino's my pick. Alrighty. Let's go to our next matchup. And like I said, I don't think this is a pre-show match either. I think it's just one, but this could be. But we'll see when we get there. We got a singles match between Fred Rosser and former Strong Survivor, Matt Vandegrift, who had quite a long win streak as the Strong Survivor. But now, taking on a much bigger challenge in Fred Rosser. Of course, Fred Rosser was the second ever NJPW Strong Openweight Champion. Tough challenge for him. Very tough challenge for him, but I'm gonna have to go at Fred Rosser, Mr. No Days Off, to pick up the victory over Matt Vandegrift. But I think Matt Vandegrift will put up a good fight. Like I said, you know, he had a long win streak as the Strong Survivor, so I mean, he's definitely gonna put up a good fight. But I don't see him beating Fred Rosser. But yeah, should be a good match. All right. Next up, we're going to have our first title match of the card. Check it out. All righty. We will have the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Openweight Tag Team Championships on the line. As the champs, the world-class Wrecking Crew of Royce Isaacs and Jarrell Nelson will defend the titles against United Empire's Templario and TJP. TJP, who I got to meet while I was in Vegas at WrestleCon, which was really cool. Looking forward to this match. This will be like my second or third time seeing Templario. But definitely a fan of TJP. Should be a good match, but I do believe World Class Wrecking Crew will retain the tag titles. You know, they haven't had them that long. I think they need a good run with them. So I'm picking the World Class Wrecking Crew to retain the Strong Openweight tag titles. But it should be a great match. Should be a really great match. Alrighty. Let's go to our next matchup. 8-man tag. Alrighty. 8-man tag action. We have Bullet Club War Dogs of Gabe Kidd, David Finlay, Clark Connors, and Gato taking on the Young Bucks, you know, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, and two partners of their choice. And I'm willing to bet money that it's probably going to be the Good Brothers. Now, and the reason why I think it's the Good Brothers is because they should be available for this show. I know they're supposed to be wrestling at Maple Leaf Northern Rising. They got confirmed for that, but that show is not until May 11th, which is on a Monday. So they should be good for this match. So that's why I'm thinking it's the Good Brothers. I really don't know who else it could be, to be honest with you. I think with just the way the Young Bucks did the promo, I just really feel like it's gotta be the Good Brothers. And to be honest, I think the Young Bucks and the Good Brothers, I think they're gonna end up winning. I think Gato eats the pin. He's the weak link on War Dogs, so I think Gato eats the pin. So, yep, I'm going with the Young Bucks and their mystery tag partners for the win. But should be good. Should be good. I assume they're going to reveal the partners come match time. All right, we got some more championship matches. How about this next one? Which this one should be really good because this is actually a run back. All right, we have the strong openweight championship on the line. As the champion, Tomohiro Ishii will defend against the man that eliminated him from the New Japan Cup, Andrilla Maloney. Alrighty. Definitely well deserved of this title shot, considering that he beat Tomohiro Ishii to knock him out of the New Japan Cup. And of course, Ishii had that epic, thrilling Iron Man match against Gabe Kidd where he was able to defeat Gabe Kidd. So this should be really good. This should be really good. Tomohiro Ishii has an opportunity to avenge his loss to Drilla Maloney. I think it's going to be a really good match. I think we're going to see that same intensity. But I'm going to say Tomohiro Ishii retains the strong openweight championship. I think he gets his win back. But it should be a great match. Should be a really great match. Looking forward to it. Alrighty. Let's go to this next match, which should be very interesting. Here we go. Alrighty. We have the Never Openweight Championship on the line. As the champion, Konosuke Takeshita will defend against the new, now two-time, NJPW World Television Champion, El Phantasmo. Well, alright. Big opportunity for El Phantasmo. He has an opportunity to get double gold. And add on the Never Openweight Championship. So he has the opportunity to walk out with two belts. But I don't see him beating Takeshita. So gonna have to go with Takeshita to retain the Never Openweight Championship. But this should be a good match. Should be a good, intense match. A good combination of strong style, some high flying. This should be really good. Should be really good. But Takeshita for the win. Alrighty. The show also has a double main event. So, double main event, part 1. I think this is the match where folks are looking forward to the most. A triple threat for the Strong Women's Championship. As the champion, the CEO, Mercedes Moné, will defend against both Mina Shirakawa and Azumi. Now, Mercedes is familiar with both of these ladies. She's competed against both of these ladies before. Of course, Mina just joined AEW. Left Stardom, joined AEW. Of course, Azumi's, part of Neo Genesis. And Azumi came up a little short at All-Star Grand Queendom against Starlight Kid for the white belt. So, here we are again. Once again, another championship opportunity for Azumi, as well as Mina Shirakawa. So, as much as I would love for either Azumi or Mina Shirakawa to win this, something tells me Mercedes is going to retain. And I hate to say it, I think Azumi's going to eat the pin. I will be rooting for Mina and Azumi, like either one of those two. If I had to pick one of those two that could pull it off, Mina. I would think Mina would probably have a better chance of winning than Azumi. But I just have a feeling that Mercedes is going to retain and Azumi's going to eat the pin. So, and if Mina wins, I don't think she pins Mercedes. I think she pins Azumi. Because if there is a title change in this match, I don't think Mercedes is the one that eats the pin. Whether Azumi wins it or Mina wins it. So, we'll see what happens. I would love to see Mercedes lose, but something tells me I don't think that's going to happen. So, I'm going to say Mercedes retains. And then, main event, part 2. The second part of the double main event. We got ourselves another run back for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. The champion, Hiroki Goto, will defend the title against the man that he beat to win the title, former champion Zack Sabre Jr. Should be an awesome match. I definitely enjoyed the first match that they had together, which was really good. But I do think Hiroki Goto will retain. I think Hiroki Goto retains. I think you got to keep his run going. And I believe this is his 5th defense, because he just successfully defeated Callum Newman. So I think this will be defense number 5 for Hiroki Goto. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this should be defense number 5. But I think he does go on and retain. I think you got to really keep the belt on him for a good long while. At least if he can get like maybe 7 or 8 defenses, or heck 10, that would be cool. I'd be happy. But we'll see what happens. But it's a good card. Resurgence is looking really good. Should be a great show. And then gonna finish off with WWE Backlash 2025, which will be this Saturday, May 10th, 7 p.m. Eastern. And it will take place at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri. Now, there's only 5 matches on the card, so it's pretty small main roster PLE. But, 4 of the matches are championship matches. So, let's get right into it. First up, so we got the Intercontinental Championship on the line, as the champion, Dominic Mysterio, will defend one-on-one against Penta. Now, to be honest, I can kind of see this going either way. I think there is a chance that Dom could lose the title. Maybe Finn Balor tries to help and it backfires. But it wasn't that long ago that he got the title. I mean, he won the title at WrestleMania. So I'm going to say Dominic Mysterio retains, but I wouldn't be too surprised if somehow Finn tries to help or whatnot, and it backfires and it costs Dom the title and Penta wins. So I can really see either happen, but I'm going to take a guess and say Dominic Mysterio wins and retains. Alrighty. Let's go to our next match. Here we go. All right, we got ourselves a fatal four-way for the WWE United States Championship. As the champion, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu, will defend against LA Knight, Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre. A big opportunity for Drew McIntyre. I believe this is a title that he's never won before. Of course, the other two, Damian Priest, LA Knight, are former United States champions. But, in all honesty, I think Jacob Fatu retains. I think he's going to have a good long run with this title. But it's a pretty stacked match with these four gentlemen. So, should be good, but I'm going to go Jacob Fatu to retain. Alrighty, let's go to our next match. This is the one non-title match that we have on the card. And it is in the form of a singles match between Pat McAfee and Gunther. Whew. Well, yeah. Yeah, Gunther for the win. I'm sorry, being that Gunther lost to Jey Uso at WrestleMania, I really don't see Gunther losing another PLE right afterwards. Sorry, Pat McAfee. I mean, I'll be rooting you on, but I can't see him beating Gunther. I just can't. And I can't see Gunther losing another PLE in a row, especially after losing at WrestleMania. I can't see it. So, Gunther for the win. All right. Next up, back to the ladies. All righty. We got the Women's Intercontinental Championship on the line. In this very familiar matchup that we've seen before, back on NXT. We got the champion, Lyra Valkyria, defending against Becky Lynch. Now, of course, these two recently won the tag titles at WrestleMania and then lost them the night afterwards on Raw. And then Becky turned on Lyra. And here we are. And to be honest with you, this just may be the main title change that happens on the card. I hate to say it, but something tells me Becky Lynch is going to win and become the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. And it's mainly because I think this will be her getting her big win back from NXT, because remember, Lyra won the NXT Women's Championship defeating Becky Lynch back at Halloween Havoc. So, I think Becky Lynch dethrones Lyra Valkyria to become the second Women's Intercontinental Champion. But, should be good. These two had an excellent match in NXT. And I believe that this will be no different. And I like both of these ladies. You know, I've met Becky Lynch. Would have loved to have met Lyra Valkyria, but maybe at the next WWE World I'll meet Lyra. But, yeah, gonna go Becky Lynch for the win. And then the main event of Backlash in St. Louis comes down to one last time. One last matchup for the undisputed WWE Championship as the champion, John Cena, who won at WrestleMania, will make his first defense against the Viper, Randy Orton, in his hometown of St. Louis, Missouri. So this is Randy's opportunity to become a 15-time world champion. But I don't see it happening. I think Cena needs to hold on to this belt a little while longer. Honestly, he'll get dethroned probably before the end of the year. I know many are saying that he may have this title until the next WrestleMania, which I hope not. I hope not. He does not need to have this title all the way to the next WrestleMania. But I do think John Cena will retain. So, not sure who will be the one to dethrone John Cena, but I think he's going to at least have the title up until near the end of this year. So, yep, John Cena for the win. But yeah, that's Backlash. And that's the main PLE for the main roster for this month. Although I did hear that supposedly after this they should be revealing WWE Evolution 2. That's what the rumor is. That's what the rumor is. So hopefully that's the case. And they can get that going, because it's been teased quite a bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I know, of course, later this month we got NXT Battleground to look forward to, Memorial Day weekend, and then Worlds Collide June 7th, I think it was. So we're gonna be busy. You know, WWE's gonna be busy. And then they gotta eventually get geared up for Money in the Bank and SummerSlam. So got quite a lot to look forward to. And yeah, all these tournaments going on. Best of Super Juniors is getting ready to start. The Catch the Wave tournament has, just started. Gonna be finishing up the Owen Hart Cup soon, and they got Double or Nothing on the way as well. So we're almost there for that. And Stardom only has one pay-per-view, I believe, which is just the Natsupoi Seriano 10th anniversary show, which is on my birthday. But yeah, a lot to look forward to. So should be good. Should be really good. But anyway, that'll do it for this video, this triple threat preview video. Let me know y'all's thoughts and predictions on Stardom New Blood 21, New Japan Strong Resurgence, and WWE Backlash St. Louis. Let me know your predictions. Let's talk about it. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube, I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed rest of the evening and blessed day tomorrow. And I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Peace.